Hello guys, and welcome back to what is probably one of our best sellers. This is the Land Rover Discovery 5. This example we've got here is possibly one of the highest specification Discovery 5s we have ever had. It is of course the HSE Lux, but on top of what the HSE Lux comes with as standard, this one's got a whole host of optional extras. In today's video we're going to be exploring the exterior, the interior, the condition, and most importantly the tan leather interior, which is my favourite option on this car. My name is Will, you're watching ALX Specialist Cars, and this is the Discovery 5. The Discovery 5 is Land Rover's more utility driven and sort of focused vehicle. The HSE Lux is of course one of the highest specifications you can get on the Discovery, which means it comes with a lot of sort of options and exclusive things that you would usually have to pay for. For example, this one has got the tilt and slide panoramic roof, so it does open. It's got the electronic privacy blind as well. That is all standard on the HSE Lux. This car also comes with side steps, which again you wouldn't find on a lot of the Discovery 5s out there. And to top it all off, this one's sat on the 22-inch gloss black alloy wheels, which are actually an upgrade on top of what the HSE Lux comes with as standard. For me, I mentioned it already, but the absolute highlight of this vehicle for me is the tan leather interior. I think with the silver paintwork, it just works exceptionally well. And it's not the tan leather that's too much, because you've got the tan leather sort of seating, you've got the tan on the side there, but then you do have a bit of black to break it up. For example, the armrest is in black leather. You've then got the piano black trim in the middle, so it's not too much. It just works perfectly well, in my opinion at least anyway. Now the Discovery 5, if you're not familiar with these vehicles and what they come with, they're a 7-seater and they are good off-road, they're good on-road. 7 seats, if you're following around this way, are of course in the boot. 3 seats in the rear, 2 seats in the front, and in the third row is where you'll find the 7 seats. Now the other difference on this car, which sort of sets it apart as well, is this one's got the black pack. That's quite self-explanatory on the Discovery, but it essentially means all the chrome of this vehicle has been changed to gloss black. For example, the badging here is in gloss black. The roof is gloss black, which is a separate option on top of the black pack. You would think it comes as standard, but the black roof is again an option on top of the black pack. To open up the Discoveries, the way I always remember it is the electronic sort of button to open it is under the V, because if not, you're fumbling around trying to find it. But yeah, press that button there, it sweeps the boot on open, and of course you get a massive boot when the seats are indeed down. This little sort of boot protector does also fold down. You push that button there and it sweeps down, so if you've got sort of shopping going in and out, it's essentially so you're not scratching up the plastic beneath it, and you can chuck it in quite easily. And one of the buttons, what it does, so if you push that button there, the boot is obviously already very big, but look at this guys, so the second row of seating is actually folded down electronically, don't forget, to reveal, well, a massive amount of boot. So whatever sort of hobbies or work you guys have got going on, you could literally fit just about anything in there. And to fold them up again, just push the button and it folds up. Now there are a few other buttons and sort of toggles and switches. What do they all do? Well, the main one is another optional extra actually. So that button there does the electronically deployable tow bar. Push that, when the engine's off, it sweeps out from underneath, and that is again something that is on top of the HSE Luxury, an optional extra. Put that away, simple as the seats, you just push the button and of course it does it all for you. And the little sort of fold out shelf closes automatically as well with the top boot button, just like that. So yeah, it is just, when I said it's one of the highly sort of most specified Discoveries we've had, that is why. It's got the tow bar, it's got all the sort of extra buttons which you don't usually get. The seats are electronic in the front, they're electronic in the rear, it's got the pan roof, it's got the black roof, it's got the black pack and the wheels to match. So it really is just a standout Discovery, and genuinely I can't see this car hanging around any longer than a week. The other thing you'll notice in the rear is also the screens, an option as well. You get the remote with them, you get the headphones, so if you have got sort of family and friends that are going to be frequently visiting the rear seats, they have got the rear screen entertainment, which is a really nice thing to have. The seats in the rear are also heated on the outer edges, as of course they are in the front. That's fairly standard these days on Discoveries, but yeah, to have them heated in the rear is not standard. Now if you are watching this video, chances are you're wondering about being a driver of a Discovery. Perhaps you've had one before, perhaps you've never owned one. and I wouldn't blame you, these are very, very highly rated. It is of course the 3-litre diesel variant as well, which is one of the best engine choices in the Discovery, or so people say. As a driver, as you'll see, it is just a fantastic place to be. Overhead you've got the panoramic roof, which we mentioned, letting a lot of natural light in. The steering wheel is then heated. It is of course multifunction, and the screen in the middle is all touchscreen. What we'll do now, we'll hop inside and show off a few of the features that this Discovery 5 does come with. So guys, just getting the Discovery 5, as mentioned, the seats are electronic. But what's special about the driver's side is also memory function. So if there are a few of you driving it, what that essentially means, if you've never had a car with memory function seats, is you can set your seat, set your steering wheel, press the button on there, and it will save your seat. Let's say your partner gets in the car, they're setting their seat and they want to save it, you can do that as well. And then when you next get in, just push your button and it remembers exactly what you set. The other thing this car has got is Meridian surround sound system. Now Meridian sound system is Land Rover's sort of upgrade. It comes with a lot of their vehicles, but to have Meridian surround is a level up for Meridian, and it is just a very immersive sound experience, and the speakers in this are extremely good. To start the vehicle up, you just push the start stop button there. That starts obviously everything up. The screen comes to life, the center screen sort of lights up, and that is, as I mentioned, all touchscreen. So I'll touch the screen now just to show you a few of the features it comes with, and this is Land Rover's more up-to-date screen as well, so it does have your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto. It's got all that functionality. These cars also come with a reverse camera standard. That's fairly normal, but what this car's got that's extra special is if I knock the vehicle into reverse now, it's got the 360 surround view cameras. Obviously we've got the door open at the moment, so that's why this side isn't lighting up, but as you'll see, all areas of the car light up with cameras. You push that button there, it sort of brings it up as a bigger image, and what you can do is you can click the camera, you can click any of the angles you want to view in more detail, and it brings it up just like that. So let's say you're driving in sort of forward and you're going to be edging up close to something, put that camera on, and obviously you're not going to bump into it. Now put the vehicle back into park, press the home button, swipe to the right, and that shows all the other settings this car's got. A lot of them we already touched on. So the rear media is the rear screens. You can have TV on there, you can have sort of just radio if you want on the headphones. You can set whatever you like. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, that's all fairly self-explanatory. You swipe again and there's a few other sort of options and settings which basically just allow you to use the full off-road potential that this car does have. To speak a little bit more on the off-road settings, how do you control that? Well, you can control that all by these buttons here. The vehicle is on air suspension, which makes it a very comfortable ride, but it also makes it one that you can adjust. You can have the vehicle raised, you can have the vehicle lowered, which is also very useful if you're attaching a trailer to the deployable tow bar that this one is of course fitted with. As an overall place to be, I feel the quality and just comfort that this car comes with is next level, which is probably what Land Rover is known for, if we're honest. For example, the leather is just incredibly soft, and I think the tan just makes it such a different driving experience because it's such a lighter cabin. It doesn't feel dark and gloomy. The sunroof overhead obviously helps as well, and as we mentioned, that does open just with that button there. So guys, that is the Land Rover Discovery, and if I told you the mileage of this vehicle, you probably wouldn't have guessed because of the condition. Well, what does it look like? A 20,000 mile, 30,000 mile car? This car's actually done 74,000 miles, which obviously isn't a lot for this type of car at all. It's on a 2017 plate. It comes with a Land Rover service history as well, and it will be receiving 4 brand new tyres as well as a full mechanical inspection by our workshop out back. If you would like any more information on this car at all, genuinely I think it is probably one of the highest specifications we've seen, and it's one of the very few we've also had with that tan leather interior, which is a personal favourite of mine. If you do want to come view, test drive, or just inquire on this car, please do contact me. My name is Will, or any of the other team for that matter. We'll be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.